Yo, it's your boy The Star coming to you live from the pad, about to give it to you raw. And I'm going to keep it 1,000. Lakers introduce KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, formally, and Rob Pelinka, Magic Johnson do a little salesmanship, a little pitching to the fans to convince them that we have a pretty damn good team and we have a lot to be proud about. I think so. But they also released the starting lineup. Lonzo Ball, KCP at the 2, Ingram at the 3. At the 4, you have Julius Randle, and you have Brook Lopez. It's a decent squad. Will we make the playoffs? I'll get into that. It's still a stretch. I still think that anything can happen due to injuries, due to trades. You still have a situation where Carmelo's not quite settled. We don't know where he's going to go. If he goes to Houston, wow, that's going to be a hell of a team. They become a super team. They become a juggernaut on the West. I don't know if they're enough to knock off the Golden State Warriors, but the entire West Coast becomes just too damn dominant. But I digress, right? The Lakers have a squad that will be entertaining. It will be a lot of flashy passes, a lot of great assists with this young stud, Lonzo Ball. Despite what the media may tell you, despite all the hate he may get and what shoes he may wear or whatever, the kid can play. Kyle Kuzma can play too. Which leads me to believe, hey, look, if I'm Julius Randle, I would be a little bit concerned. But hey, he has a seniority. He already knows Luke's system. So I'm pretty sure he already has a spot. He doesn't have to worry about it unless he gets injured. So during that presser, they were asking Magic, what did he think about D'Angelo Russell? And Magic Johnson was very brusque, very short, and businesslike with the answer that he gave. He had said, well, we moved on, and I'm not the type of guy who looks behind, looks backwards. We made the deal, and that's it. So it's on to look for the backup point guard, because our bench is kind of I don't know. Our bench is kind of soft. That's why I'm hoping we can make the playoffs, because the starting lineup is pretty damn good. But as far as our bench, it's kind of you still got Dang on the bench, right? And we're hoping that Dang could be anything better than what he was last year. I don't know if that's possible. He may be a little bit disgruntled with the whole system or the entire, because he's just, I don't know. I don't really know about Dang. You guys could tell me what you guys think below about Dang, but hey. So we have to figure out who's going to be the backup point guard. Lakers aren't. They said that Magic says that he's working on that. And what else was it? So there was a report by Wojnarowski that the Lakers were looking at making a deal to bring Dwayne Wade, to the Lakers if the Kentavious Caldwell-Pope thing didn't work out, as a way to kind of prime LeBron or lure LeBron even more to come to Los Angeles. I don't know how that would work. Dwayne Wade is a hell of a player, but Father Time has a way of just wearing down on people, and plus, yeah, he's had some injuries throughout his career. I don't know if he's capable, or if his body is capable of holding up to an entire season where he's just healthy. And I think that LeBron's already past that phase of playing with Dwayne Wade. He had Dwayne Wade during four of the Dwayne Wade's prime years. Now LeBron is in a situation where he can pick and choose. He's already built some chemistry with Cleveland. But I found that interesting that Wojnarowski reported that the Lakers were looking at Wade in case the KCP situation didn't work out. So LeBron's frustrated with the Cleveland Cavaliers because they missed out on Paul George. They were very close to getting the deal done with Paul George, but due to the Indiana Pacers pulling out at the last second and saying no thank you, the Cavaliers were left high and dry, and the Cavaliers didn't do anything this year to really improve their team, while the Golden State Warriors appear to be a team that's going to get stronger and better. And you're going to have more people when you're a team like the Golden State Warriors willing to come to your team when they know, hey, I'm coming to the Cavaliers. I'm coming to the Golden State Warriors to just come over here and get my ring, kind of like what Nick Young did. Nick Young says, hey, I'm going to leave the Lakers. I'm going to actually go to a team where I could just kind of piggyback and do whatever I do and get my ring. So you're going to have more veterans willing to come over there and strengthen the Golden State Warriors in comparison to Cleveland Cavaliers, which already has reports of them having dysfunction and things not being so rosy. So they missed out on Paul George. The situation with the Knicks is already kind of so. You don't know if the New York Knicks will be able to pull off a sign or trade with Cleveland Cavaliers. I don't know how that's going to work, but it appears that Carmelo Anthony is dead set on going to the Houston Rockets. There was also a report that he was considering going to the Trailblazers as well, but I don't know, because Damian Lillard has said a lot of things. He had said that, I remember he had said at one point that he was trying to recruit LaMarcus Aldridge to stay. He was also trying to, trying to do that little recruiting stuff, but I don't know. I believe it when I see it. Anyhow, they missed out so far on Carmelo Anthony. Maybe they can do something where they can get Carmelo Anthony, which I would be doing if I was Griffin or whatever the guy. Oh no, Griffin's going, but the guy who is the owner of the Cavaliers. If I'm Gilbert, I'm trying to do whatever it takes to get Carmelo on the Cavaliers, just to kind of secure LeBron, let LeBron know, hey, look, I'm sorry. You got to do a little bit of ass kissing if you want LeBron James to remain on your team. So that appears to be a apple that's going sour. So we'll see what develops with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but they need to do something because he's disgruntled. Also, this morning I woke up and my buddy had sent me a text. He had sent me a text sending me the standings of what he thought the Western Conference would be. Now, keep in mind, he is a Clipper fan. So, I think he had his Clippers ranked a little bit higher than what they actually will be. And also, he forgot to mention the Utah Jazz. He didn't even rank the Utah Jazz. But this is just something to talk about because, hell, ain't nothing really else to talk about. I want you guys down low to put in the comment section how you think the Western Conference rankings will be. Now, I'm sure during the season things change. All-Star break, you'll have more accurate stance of what team is what. But right now, there's nothing else to really talk about. So let me tell you guys what he put. He put number 1, Golden State. Number 2, Oklahoma City. Number 3, San Antonio. 4, Houston. 5, Minnesota. 6, the Clippers. 7, Portland. 8, New Orleans. 9, Denver. 10, Memphis. And Lakers are at 11. Number 12, Dallas. 13, Sacramento. 14, Phoenix. And I'm assuming that 15 would be the Utah Jazz. So let's get into that. I tend to disagree with his list. I think that number 1 would be Golden State. Number 2 I don't really know about Oklahoma City. It could be San Antonio or Oklahoma City. So I would say San Antonio 2 because they're great in the season. It's not about the postseason. I'm just saying the regular season. San Antonio always has a way of getting regular season wins. So I would say San Antonio at 2. Oklahoma City, because they're figuring out each other. They're going to have a few losses in the beginning. But as the season progresses and they get that chemistry, I think they're going to be a solid team. So I would give OKC the 3rd spot. At a 4th, I would give it to Houston. I think Houston has a lot of shooters. They have Gordon, and they have Ryan Anderson, who had a healthy year, which they usually don't. But they had a healthy year. They played well, and so I think Houston will be at that 4th spot. Minnesota, they're going to be a really good team, and they're going to be in the top 5. That's just the way it is. Tom Thibodeau could really coach. He made some solid trades, and now the team appears to be a little bit better than what they were. The Clippers, I don't believe that they'll be 6. I think that Portland will probably be the 6th seed. 7th, I would give that to the Clippers. I believe that the Clippers, despite losing Chris Paul, will be somewhere in that 7th, 8th seed. Now the 8th seed, this is where it gets tricky, because I think that Dallas is a lot better than what I'm giving them credit to. What most people give them credit. I think New Orleans is another contender that could go for that 8th spot. Now, the reason why I say Dallas is because they have Dennis Smith Jr. I'm pretty sure that despite the little disagreement that they're having with Nerlens Noel, they're going to find a way to sign him. They're going to find a way to get him, to sign him. And Nerlens Noel is a decent, anywhere he goes, he's going to get a good deal. So Nerlens Noel is going to get signed to a pretty damn good deal. You're going to have him with Dallas, I'm assuming. Then you would have Harrison Barnes. You have Dirk Nowitzki. I don't know who else they have, but that's a solid team. They're not going to win a lot of games, but I think that Dennis Smith Jr. is going to have a hell of a year. They got a great pick. Some people are upset that the Knicks didn't grab Dennis Smith Jr., but that's just typical Knicks fashion. They just, with the exception of Porzingis. So between Dallas, between New Orleans, Denver, I'm not sure, because they swapped Gallinari with Millsap, which I wouldn't say is an upgrade, but I wouldn't say is necessarily a downgrade either. It's just a okay type of move. So I don't know if Denver quite makes it. They have a good player. That I forgot what that guard's name. I forgot what that guy's name is, but they have a couple young players on that team, but I just don't think it translates into. It doesn't really translate to them making the playoffs. So Denver has a little bit more hype than what I'm willing to give them. So I would believe, in so many words, I would get that 8th spot after the Clippers to man, it's up in the air. I would say it's somewhere between Dallas and Memphis. I would say Dallas and Memphis, those two teams would be the two teams where you would say, okay, yeah, between those two, they would have the 8th spot. Now, the Lakers, I believe, are at the 10th spot. The reason I say the Lakers are at the 10th spot, but could possibly move up to the 8th due to injury, which is a stretch, you know, and we don't know what the hell may happen in the season. But if the Lakers remain healthy, the Lakers could possibly push that 9th, maybe 8th seed, or just come pretty damn close. Lakers won somewhere along the lines of 20 something. I forgot, it was a 20. I don't know how many games. It was like 24 or something. So how many games do you think that the Lakers win more this season in comparison to last year? I don't know, but it's going to be a fight. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot for the Lakers to make the playoffs. I hope that we can, but the thing that concerns me is the bench. But Kuzma can play really good. Will Kuzma be great if Lonzo Ball doesn't, if Lonzo Ball gets injured and there's a guard who isn't quite as talented as a Lonzo Ball? Because you got to remember, the summer league is not the NBA. Because in the NBA, you're not going to be throwing these crazy passes in front of Avery Bradley. You're not going to be throwing the competition dramatically changes once you go to the big leagues. But damn, I've been talking my ass off. It's your boy D Star. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.